Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make this card with the Thoughts and Prayers set. First thing I did is I took a piece of soft suede cardstock, half a sheet, and folded it in half for my card base. And then I have a piece of Sahara sand, and I ran it through my Big Shot with the fine details impressions plate to get the impressions on the top. Okay, and now to work on my focal piece, I took this piece of very vanilla cardstock, inked up the tree side of my stamp with Old Olive ink. And then just turn that over, and we did down and up. Okay, now to get my grass along the bottom, I took a piece of just typing paper or just copy paper and cut an edge just like that, and I'm setting it over here to mask off the top of my cardstock piece with a stamping sponge. Just inked it up with some Old Olive ink. Oh, and adjust that just a bit. There we go. And then all I did was just go in and sponge out the bottom here with my Old Olive ink. And then when I remove my mask, I have my grass or my ground. Okay, I'm going to mount this focal piece onto a piece of soft suede cardstock mat. There we go. And then I'm going to get my little greeting on here. So I took another piece of very vanilla cardstock, and I take the side Praying for You and stamp that down and up on my cardstock. Take my designer label punch and punch at center in the Praying for You, punch that out, or cream Hodgepodge hardware pieces. And all I did to set that in there is I took just a bit of my Dumbo multi-adhesive, that one's gonna grab this one, and put a little bit of the adhesive, there we go, I just don't want to squeeze it too hard and get too much, stick some right in the groove, just right there, and then I'll set that piece right inside. You can also use a mini glue dot and kind of squeeze it in there if you'd prefer. Okay, so let's see, there I go, I have that in there. Now I want to take my piece that I have the fine details piece on and my focal piece, and I'll adhere that down, put a little bit of snail on the back. The trick with snail is you want to always make sure you kind of, after you put it down, you want to burnish it well, and it helps it stick. Okay, so now I'm going to take and set my focal piece, or I'm sorry, my sentiment down. And let's see, I think I'll put that about right there. So I'm going to just poke a hole here and here. There we go. And then take my little brads that fit, that came along with the Hodgepodge hardware, and set those right in to my card. Okay, there we go. Now I can take the sponge out of the way. I just pierce the holes, turn it over, and you can take your piercing tool again and just separate the prongs and set them down. Okay, there we go. Now I need to adhere. I'm going to run my ribbon, my Old Olive ribbon, over this side and take the shorter piece, put that down like that, and then take the other end with the mini glue dot, moving off the camera, sorry, and then put that down like that. There we go. Now, all I have to do is adhere my focal piece here down, or the card front. There we go. Now I'm going to take my other piece of ribbon, just slip it underneath and tie it up, and then you have your card. And you can use this as a sympathy card, a get well card. And then just to trim my little tails here. There we go. Now if you want to add a little bit of something to the branches, just to kind of make them pop out a bit more, I did take and sponge just a bit of the brown ink, or you could use some of the green ink, whichever you'd prefer, over the branches. So there you have it, a quick get well card or sympathy card. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.